what game your Nintendo Switch gamer will like for the holidays? Don't worry, we've got you covered, guys. Today we're going to rank 10 of the latest Switch games that we're sure your gamer will love. So I'm introducing my dad here again.
Hey,
So,
everybody. Okay, so we're going to look at 10 of the more recent games and more popular games for the Nintendo Switch. And actually, there's only one of them on this list that was released in late 2022. All of these other games are released in 2023. So these are the latest and greatest games for the Switch. And the vast majority of these games are exclusive to the Nintendo Switch
yeah.
console. So our first game is Kirby's Return to Dreamland, and I think this game was released relatively recently. It's a remake from the 2011 game first released on Nintendo Wii. The Switch version came out about 9 months ago, and this is a 2.5D side-scrolling platformer game.
I, I honestly have to say the cover looks amazing of the game.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely more of a kid-friendly game, although, I think a lot of adults would like this too. Kirby in this version of the game
Yeah.
and a lot of the other games, Kirby, when he eats an enemy, he takes on the characteristics of that enemy, which is kind of a nice, cool game dynamic. It's definitely a family-friendly game, and it's great for younger kids. And one of the great things is that it has local co-op for
Yeah.
up to four
Yeah,
players.
it's pretty
So
good.
yeah, if you're a couch co-op fan like us, I would say definitely Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe is pretty high on that list. So
So like if they want to get like more people to like all the other games that we're doing right now, the cover is like when you start a story, like how you start like in the words of a hook, like is to bring the reader in. It's kind of like video game covers to bring people in to make them interested to get that hook in.
yep, that's definitely a great point.
Yeah.
So where would you put Dreamland on your Christmas list?
I honestly have to put it like, oh man, this is hard, guys. Maybe like a B or something.
A B tier? Okay,
Yeah.
let's stick it in B and see where we go from here. Okay, next up is a
Ooh.
sports game. So this is EA Sports FC 24. This was released just a couple of months ago, this past September. This game, it's called FC 24, but it actually replaces the FIFA game franchise for EA because EA lost the FIFA license. That said, all the players and things are still in this game. Now, on the Nintendo Switch, sports games are kind of weird because the Switch is far less powerful than, say, your Xbox Series S and X or your
PS,
PS5,
yeah.
right? So a lot of times these sports games are better played on those consoles. However, if your gamer only has a Switch or they're always on the go, FC24 I think is a good one. Previous versions were considered legacy editions,
Yeah.
and this is an actual apples to apples match, a port of these other games that are also on the Xbox and the PlayStation. I've heard really good things about it. I haven't played it before, but I would say it's pretty decent. So especially for people that only have the Switch. So where would you place FC24?
So I like how Holland is the main character on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
I think I heard a lot of great reviews on FC24. I watched a lot of YouTube videos about it, so let's give it an A so far.
Okay. You're a big soccer fan too, so
Mm-hmm.
I guess that makes sense that you put it in the A tier. All right, next on our list, another
Ooh.
sports game, NBA 2K24. Um, so if your person if you're giving a gift to somebody that has a Switch but also has an Xbox or a PS5, I would say definitely get the Xbox or PS5 version, simply because the frame rate's a lot
Yeah,
better because it's a
it's
lot more
so
powerful
good.
system.
Yeah.
But that said, I've not played this game, but I've heard good things about it. It was released just back in September, so a couple of months ago, and it definitely is the best basketball game on the Switch console. So Tyler, I know you're not a huge basketball fan, but if this was on your list, would you put it? Where would you put it?
I
Maybe
think
a
I
C
should.
tier.
I think some people. I think a C. Yeah, that
C
would
tier.
work.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking as well. All right, next up, Pikmin 4.
Oh,
So this game was released this past summer. It was released in July of 2023, and it's considered to be what's known as a real-time strategy game. People have a love or hate relationship. I wouldn't say hate. They either love it or they just think it's okay. Um, this version Pikmin 4 does have a co-op with it. However, it's quite limited and it's really geared. It seems towards the younger brother. So if you have like a
Yeah.
5, 6-year-old brother, you can give them another controller and they can kind of throw pebbles at your enemies. But other than that, I would consider it a single player game. So, if you've only got if your kids typically play single player games or play on their own as opposed to in co-op or online mode, this is a good game to pick up. So, I'm leaning towards putting this at as high as a B tier, Tyler.
Yeah.
Because I think the Pikmin series is a really, really fun game if you can get into it. Okay. Next up, Metroid Prime Remastered. So this game launched pretty early in 2023. It launched on February 8th. It's a remaster of the original Metroid Prime game released on the GameCube. And at that time, the Metroid Prime game was, really applauded as one of the best first-person shooters out there. This remake is the same as well. They refreshed the graphics, they made it look good. This is a great game for kids or adults that also like to play other first-person shooters like Fortnite or Call of Duty, things
Call
like
of
that.
Duty, Modern Warfare 3.
Exactly. And it really has a great story, and it's kind of cool because it's got unique puzzles that need to be solved in order for the character to move on to those next levels.
Yeah, so I kind of like the games where there's a multiplayer where you can play online games and there's like campaign with the game. So I kind of like those games. So let's put Metroid Prime Remastered on an S tier.
Okay. Yep, and I would agree with that. This game in particular is more geared towards first person or single player campaign modes. So it's not quite like the online Call of Duty games, but that first person shooting style, that's definitely what you get with this game. So I would absolutely put that at an S tier. All right.
Ooh, Zelda. Ooh, I heard about
Tears of the Kingdom. I'm automatically putting that in S tier.
Yeah, I heard great things about this game. Yep. Like, people are obsessed with this game.
Yeah, it came out in just before school got out in May 2023. It's very similar in a graphical sense to Zelda Breath of the Wild. That was a game that came out really early on when the Switch first launched, and one of the best games out there. And from what I hear, Tears of the Kingdom beats that. It's better than even Breath of the Wild. So I would absolutely put this at the top of your list. If your gamer, whoever you're buying the gift for, doesn't have this game, it's a must-have in my opinion. It is a first-person only game, so keep that in mind. Yeah. So
like you could take turns though, but
definitely, yeah, and it's fun just to watch somebody else play it.
Yeah. So like the other Zeldas are pretty good too, like the old ones, like the early '90s and stuff.
Yep.
So
yep.
They're pretty good. I'd give this that S. So
great.
Yeah.
All right. So Advanced Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. Now Tyler, you probably never heard of this game before, have you?
No.
Okay. So this is actually another remake that Nintendo just released. I think it released a couple of months ago, if I'm not mistaken. And it's another one of those love or hate style games. It's one of those turn-based strategy games. And it's a remake of the Advance Wars titles that were originally released in 2001 and in 2003. It does have local co-op and online multiplayer. I believe that's up to 4 players. I personally really dig the Advance Wars series. If you're into these strategy style games, that's one of those games that I
Yeah.
think would really be of interest to people. And again, it's one of those. It's a bit of a niche gaming market. So unless you know for sure that your gamer really likes these style of games,
Yeah.
you might not want to pull the trigger on it. You might want to get something that you'll know for sure that they'll like. But I would have to put Advance Wars 1 and 2
Yeah,
in a
be
B
like a
tier.
medium, yeah.
Yep, right in the middle there. All right, 3 more. Okay, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Oh, I think we played Rabbits one time, didn't we?
So this is the oldest game of the bunch. This was the one that was released in October of 2022.
Yeah.
And the reason I put it on this list is that I've seen it for sale for as little as $20, and for Black Friday deals, it might even go lower than that. So that's a great price for a Mario game, even though it was developed by Ubisoft. So um, this is the second Switch version, as Tyler was
Yeah.
mentioning. So there's another game that was called Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Yep.
So I played through that entire game and loved it. I haven't played this game yet. From what I hear, people were a little bit disappointed in this version, but for the most part, people seem to typically enjoy it. So again, if you're a gamer that's into turn-based strategy games like XCOM or even
Yeah.
Advance Wars that we just talked about, they'll likely love this game.
This has to be an A.
An A tier? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, next up, Super Mario RPG.
Super Mario RPG. So this actually, as of the time of this recording, this isn't actually even released. It actually releases on November 17th. So Super Mario RPG, yet another remake or remaster. This one originally came out on the Super Nintendo way back in the day. And it's an absolute classic game. The reviews are already out there, and it's in the mid to high 80s already. So definitely people like it. It's definitely unlike most other role-playing games or RPGs, which I particularly don't like. However, I wouldn't hesitate to recommend Super Mario RPG to anyone. It's really just that good. I bet a lot of kids and adults will have this on their holiday wish list for 2023. So I'm not willing to put it at S tier, but I think we should throw it in the A tier.
Yeah, A is good. Super Mario Bros.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I mean, what can we say about this game?
I mean, if you watched our other videos, we played the game, and it's very, very fun, guys. Like, there's pipes that you could go through, and you could pop up in the background and stuff. So if you watched our other videos, like, for Super Mario Wonder, please check that out after this video. So, yeah. So, I think this is an immediate S tier.
Yeah, I would say for S tier for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, again, it's got 4-player online or couch co-op gameplay. So if you like to play with friends and family, this is a great way to do it. While I wouldn't put it above a game like Mario Odyssey, it's definitely one of the top Switch games ever released. And it's definitely even more fun in co-op mode. Wouldn't
Yeah.
you agree? All right. So that's it. We got it.
Uh-huh.
We got it done. So no D tiers.
Mm-mm.
We got 3 S tiers, 3 A's, 3 B's, and a C.
Thank you for watching this video and looking for the tiers and stuff. So see you next time on Trick This.